Chain gang. What's good, man? It's your boy Ross on the play. We're back with another video. Y'all already know what we got today, man. We doing the tire letters, man. We are doing the tire letters on my Dodge Charger RT, man. So this one is gonna be very, very interesting just because I ordered these tire letters from eBay and I should have just ordered them from tirestickers.com or tireletters.com, but they basically came in individual wrap just like this. So now I'm gonna have to do so much more work than what I planned on doing. I don't know if it's gonna suck yet, but I can only imagine that it's gonna suck just because I'm gonna have to do each individual letter, put, you know, basically unanimous amount of time on trying to make sure that it looks good, that it's spaced out perfectly, and that all the wheels look at least similar or somewhat the same. That being said, this is not a tutorial video. This is simply just another mod on my car. So I am gonna time lapse a lot of it. As far as taking my tires off, I really don't wanna do that just because it's just super time consuming. So if I could try to get them on there without taking my tire off, maybe I can do the top, then move the car, and then try to do the bottom. So basically we got my Instagram name that's gonna be on the tires, 17 again. On the bottom it's gonna be Charger 345 in red. My Instagram name is gonna be in white. So hopefully it looks really, really good once I'm done. And hopefully I can finish it today because the car is technically supposed to sit for at least, I think like 24 hours or something like that, or however many hours, 6, 8 hours, who knows. But without further ado, we are gonna try to get y'all a great video today. So here's the car. Let's see. Got the car here and we got it pulled into the garage. We have some acetone to clean the car off with. We have our tire glue, which I had to order that off of Amazon because it did not come with tire glue, the package that I ordered. So this one's in red, this one's in white. So first things first, we are going to prep the tire. We are gonna clean it off. Gonna get some acetone on there, make sure it has the right bondage, make sure it has the right amount of stickage so that we're not having to go back and redo these things. I just got this weird feeling that I'm gonna have to like add glue to this like later down the line in a couple weeks, and I'm hoping that I don't, but I will make sure that you guys know. I will give you an update on one of my next later videos if I've had to add glue to the tire stickers or not. I'm about to prep the wheels and then we're gonna get straight into putting the tire letters on. All right.
I just love this recommended. I just.
All right, chain gang, so we got the first set of stickers on. Definitely gonna let them dry. It's not perfect, but again, I am doing this all one at a time by hand. I have no like stencil or nothing, so I feel like it's pretty decent. Well, obviously this is my Instagram name, 17 again. So I was able to get every piece on. I feel like this E probably should have been a little bit more slanted, but once I started noticing it, I started kind of like slanting all the letters. So like I kind of caught it in time. So that reads 17 again, but I don't know. Like I think it'll look good once it comes all together. I'm about to go ahead and turn the tire so that I can put the Charger 345 at the very bottom. So it'll read Charger in red, 345 in white. So basically now we're about to move on to the bottom. Hopefully it works out. So I will be back to y'all once I finish this tire. So here's the tire done. Obviously it has to cure and dry. It might look a little off to y'all, but I basically had to do this all by hand, all by sight. I had no stencil. Those are the ones I'm used to. I'm used to the ones with the stencils. But because I wanted to be cheap, I decided to go with this one. Had I been doing a stencil, I would have probably been on the third tire by now. These would have been drying. At the end of the day, I got everything lined up basically how I wanted it to be. It's not far off. It looks like a little bit off down there. This side probably maybe should have been over just a tad bit, so maybe like right here. But all in all, let's just pray and hope that I get the rest of these tires, you know, lined up and done correctly, because if not, it's gonna look bad. So yeah, so I will come back to y'all once I have all of them complete, but this is basically the finished product of the first tires. So I mean, like I said, it doesn't look bad. I'm kind of over exaggerated, but it was time costly. So it took me about 20 minutes to do the 17 again, and then this one was fairly quick just because I kind of got a groove and I knew what I wanted to do. But I'm gonna have to go back over some of them because that C, for some odd reason, did not stick when I first put it on. I was kind of scared, but everything else pretty much stuck. So I'm gonna have to go back over that and hopefully that doesn't come off, but whatever. I'll come back to y'all once I have all 4 tires complete. We are finally back. The job is now 100% complete. It is still technically curing right now, but I mean, we got everything done. As y'all can see, it's backwards because of the camera, but got all 4 tires done. For the most part, they all look pretty much the same. I tried to get them as identical as possible, and all of this was like freehand. So like basically I freehanded the entire thing from the first wheel all the way to the last wheel. So here's the rear right tire. By the time I got to this tire, I was pretty much like a pro at it. I mean, not really, but pretty much like rolling with it. Basically what I did was I just used reference points. So I basically got all 4 wheels to the point of where these 2 were pointing up just like that. Started on this one here, ended on that one. That was a middle reference point for me. And then with the bottom, I did the same thing. I kind of started in the middle, at the very bottom of this side, and ended at the middle of that side over there. So it was pretty much easy. I feel like if you have reference points, it's a lot easier, because if you don't have those reference points, you'll be kind of like walking back and forth trying to see, and then that wastes a lot of time. So I think this one probably is the best tire out of all of them. I was able to kind of just flow. Once I did that first tire, I ain't gonna lie, it took me like maybe 45 minutes to do that first tire, and that's just because I was kind of nervous, scared of like what was the outcome of it. But I got the flow. I might have did this tire in like 15 minutes. I might have did this tire in like 10 minutes. It took me to do the top on that tire over there, this tire, and then the other tire on the other side. For the top part of each tire, it probably took me 5 minutes to do. That was the easiest part. The 17 again was the easiest part. Everything bonded perfectly well. I had no issues. The red letters and getting to the bottom of that tire, man, I did jack up the car. That was basically to just get the tire at its maximum like width. So like if you let the tire all the way down, you see how it kind of like buckles up under the bottom. But I basically jack the wheel up, got the tire letters on, and the red letters were kind of like a pain. And I think that's just because it was on the bottom and I was just kind of at weird angles. So, I mean, I say like if you got the patience, or if you just got, you just like, hey, I want to take all the tires off. Like, I would recommend taking the tires off, doing it. But if you like me and you just kind of like, all right, cool, like I feel like I can do it without taking the tires off, like I was able to do it without the tires off. I used YouTube as a reference, just like I always do. And everybody that I saw that was doing it like from home, like mind you, these people had stencils. So like basically when I mean stencils, I mean like all of that 17 again was on one stencil. And then you place it on there, put the glue on there, and you just peeled the plastic off and it was all in line. I did every single letter of every single tire by hand, by myself. So I'm gonna commend myself for that because it looks pretty decent. It doesn't look bad. I will put the link to where I got these tire letters. I got them from eBay. Again, I will say that the best method is probably to go to tireletters.com and get your letters just because it comes with a stencil. But again, that is gonna be a lot more expensive, which is not a bad thing, but I think you're gonna be spending from anywhere from like 75 to 150 on tireletters.com. So with that being said, you definitely wanna make sure you use what you need, all the proper things to use to make sure that you get the best bondage to the tire, because if you don't, honestly, I don't think it would stick with super glue. I don't think that that's something that would stick to the tire. So I will say, I think it worked out pretty good. I'm gonna let y'all see me drive it around, see how it looks while I'm driving. I hope it looks super, super dope. And then we're gonna try to get a few photos as well. So I'll be right back to y'all in like 2 seconds. Chain gang, so that concludes today's video. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on all your push notifications to make sure you keep up everything I got going on with this car. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think I'm gonna do next. Y'all think I'm gonna lower it? Y'all think I'm gonna put the front splitter on? Could be some lights, could be some wheel lights, could pretty much be anything, man. Really appreciate everybody's support. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. But that's gonna be a wrap for today. So peace. Good, y'all. If y'all like the content y'all seen today, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on all your notifications and make sure y'all stay tuned up and up to date with everything I have going on.
I just recommended Beatz.